Hey everybody, hope you're all doing okay. Welcome to my channel and welcome to a timed tidy video. So I'm not actually cleaning today, I am tidying ready to be cleaned, as it is definitely a long process when you have children and a busy life. I feel like the house has got really messy in areas and it was really bogging me down, and I started the day feeling really unmotivated, so I decided to time myself for each room and get as much done as I could. It is a game changer, so I really hope you enjoy this video. As always, please sit back and relax, get that cup of tea and enjoy. So as I say, I started the day with my head firmly up my backside. I didn't have any motivation. I knew I had loads to do, but it was just one of those days where I just really felt in a bad mood, but I had so much to do, I just couldn't motivate myself. So I decided to get my little treadmill out, which I'm going to link below. It's the most amazing thing ever. I wrote myself a list of rooms and I put a time limit on each room. So I focused on the upstairs. Before I started the clean, I obviously put a load of washing on because we need to do one every day in this house. So the first room is Spencer's, and as you can see, it is a total mess. My toddler likes to pick things up and put things down. So I set myself a timer for 15 minutes. And the first thing that needed doing was his bed needed stripping. So I based my timer on each room, knowing what I needed to do, and I know that his bed needed changing. So when I said that he picks things up and puts them down, he picks things up from other rooms and puts them in any other room. So there's always random things all around the house. Love him to bits, but he is the main mess maker in this house. So once I have remade the bed, you can't beat some fresh white sheets. Once I remade the bed, I just basically went around the room and tidied any clutter up, got rid of anything that shouldn't have been in there, any washing, any toys. Now, as I said in the intro, the house did need a clean, but I didn't have time for that today. So this total clean took me around an hour and a half, and I got loads done. So this area really needs re-sorting, because normally I've got some really aesthetic looking dinosaurs and little stiff teddy bears, but this has got all Spencer's random toys, a little baby monitor for my niece when she comes to stay. But the timer has just gone off and I didn't have any more time. And the whole point of this clean is to stick to the times. The room looks so much better and I feel much better about it. The way we are. The next room on the list is Oscar's. Oscar actually doesn't sleep in here at the moment. He had been sleeping in his brother's room. So although the bed wasn't made, I think he'd used the duvet somewhere. I didn't need to change the bedding because he's not been sleeping in it. So he only got a 5-minute timer for his room. Obviously, I started with making the bed and then just a general tidy and taking any washing and putting it in the wash basket and folding any clean washing. It wasn't too bad. There was just bits and bobs in places. But yeah, again, once I tidied this room, it made me feel so much better. So the timer goes off and it just looks so much better. Next room on the list is Isla's room, and it was a bit of a mess, but actually her little brother had been playing in here. So we only set a 5-minute timer for this room. because I didn't realise I needed to change the bedding. But when I went to strip the bed, I realised that it did need changing. So because I only had a 5-minute timer on, I only had time to strip the bed and not remake it. Although at the end, I show you it remade. So Isla's room was just basically clothes that needed putting away, cosmetics on her desk. So I just literally stripped the bed, tidied up all the cosmetics and the hair tools, and put the clothes away. There goes the timer because it was only 5 minutes. But what a difference. Look how nice it looks. Everything's tidy, and again, I feel amazing about it. So we are moving on to our room. It is a complete mess. Probably the worst it's been in a long time. Look at that suitcase. A bag for the charity shop, Lego all over the floor. And obviously the Lego is not down to me. That is my toddler who likes to play with things and put them in random places, as I've already said. So this room got a 15-minute timer, as it definitely needed it. And the first things first is strip the bed. I do this weekly, but normally we do it at the weekend. As you can see by the suitcase, we'd been away, so that's why it all needed doing. And I think that was the other reason why I felt really bogged down. Forgot to put the timer on, so popped it on for 13 minutes. So the timer thing really helped me. And the reason I decided to do it is I overheard a school mum talking about setting herself a timer for each task. And it meant she didn't spend too long, and she actually got more done than she would do, because I am definitely guilty of going into a room and spending ages doing it and getting totally distracted and sorting out a drawer here and sorting out a drawer there. And whilst that's good and it needs doing, it means that all the other rooms get neglected. Whereas at the end of this clean, the whole of the upstairs was just so tidy and it was all ready to be cleaned. I did run out of time to clean, but all it needs really is a little dust and a hoover, and it's pretty clean as it is. But yeah, I just ran around with the hoover after. So once I have made the bed in this room, which is a mammoth task on a Super King bed, we've also got a feather duvet, and it's really heavy, so I normally get Simon to help me. I just wanted to talk also, whilst we're looking at the bed, about the Emma mattress I've got. I recently did an ad with them, but I just wanted to talk to you about it now. We've been sleeping on it for a while. I absolutely love it and I completely rate it. So I'll leave a link down below if anyone is interested. I really, really love it. Me and my husband both really rate it, and we're going to buy some for the kids. So once that's done, I then just sort out the suitcase. I'm normally quite good at sorting out suitcases as soon as we get back, but for some reason I didn't. So I just sort out all the clothes, pop them in the wardrobe, tidy up the Lego on the floor, and just generally tidy everything up.
I don't know where she came from. It kinda turned me upside down. I just don't know what to do. I wanna spend the night with her, sprinkle one of my t-shirts so it smells like her perfume. Have you ever been in love?
So how much better does that look? It looks so light and bright, and honestly, tidy house, tidy mind 100% works for me. I love having a tidy house. It makes me feel so much calmer.
That's how you know you've been in love.
So on to the worst, most cluttered, stressful room of the house. This is the playroom stroke snug. It's kind of been half turned into a playroom, but half not. So we're kind of figuring out what we're doing with this. So it always, to me, looks a mess anyway, but it needed a good 15 minutes just to sort through all of the toys. Believe it or not, although it looks chaotic, it is an organised, chaotic space. Everything does have a home. So we have a box for cars, a box for dinosaurs, a box for Lego. So I'm just going to go around the room and give it a general tidy and put everything back in its place.
And bring her one of my t-shirts so it smells like her perfume. Now I really get what the love songs are talking about. And I just wanna tell her how I feel, scream it out loud. Have you ever been in love? Have you ever lost your head? Have you felt like you were out of breath when you saw her in that dress? When your heart is beating fast and you're sweating and you can't stop looking at her smile, then you've been in love. That's how you know you've been in love. There's something about the way she laughs and the way she always dances.
So there goes the timer, and it looks a million times better than it did before. I do actually have a video coming soon to reorganise this space. I'm just getting the last few bits in. So just going to recap on the house. It looks so much better than it did, and just ready for a quick hoover round and a wipe down, and I feel so much calmer. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please do try the timed tidy or timed clean. It works wonders. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon.
When you saw her in that dress.